Okay, this will be a freebie, you guys. This normally is a channel points reward, but just for the sake of providing an example, I will play this video for you guys.
Now you try. First, get a jar. Patrick, that's a toad.
Yes.
You're welcome. I decided to make that as a channel points reward, and I have not uploaded on YouTube yet because I want to also make a proper tutorial on how to make that kind of video, but I never got to it. There's one tutorial on YouTube that like shows people, oh, how do you make this? How do you make the first get a Patrick that's a something meme? No, Patrick that's a meme video.
Welcome.
Yep, y'all welcome. Y'all welcome for that. But they didn't actually properly give any more sources of where they got the footage, or where they got the sounds and stuff from, which I need to properly explain because nobody else on YouTube could explain it. So, speaking of that project, let me see if I could find it, and then we can go ahead and transfer the shake effects over to the Magu Kenki and get this Kenki thing to shake. This Kenki frame, I mean. How to make somebody love me. But what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Wait. Where did I put this project? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Where did I put this project? I made so many projects because a lot of them just end up getting canceled. Where did I put this project, actually? Oh, shoot. Surely it didn't get defeated. I mean, defeated. Deleted. Is Understanding Goes Boom? No, it is not under this project. Where the heck did that video go? Oh, well, looks like Kiba said it. Not me, guys. Kiba said so.
Did somebody say boom?
Yep, Kiba said so. He said so. Alright, let me see if I can actually find it. I should be able to find it somewhere. How long ago did I edit this project? That's another thing I edited together. That's another channel points rewards. That's a preview. I'm sure I put it here somewhere. This is a very weird project file where I condensed down Twitch sound effects. Oh, I think I know what it's called. Alright, I found the project. I found the project name. Because I forgot what the heck the project was called. Now, if I can just isolate it somewhere. Alright, found it. The project is called Patrick That's a Toad. So the way I had this set up for Patrick That's a Toad, I have the original... This is basically like someone on YouTube had the courtesy to make the, like, export an HD version of the specific scene from that one SpongeBob episode. And they took the time to actually edit out Patrick's hand so it doesn't look like he's holding a pickle. And I just took everything else and just made it what it is. So the shake effect is a weird amount of, as you guys can see, it's I use the transform tool, and here's what I was saying about keyframes earlier. This is probably like one of the worst cases of keyframing I have ever done. And I just followed a tutorial on this, but even to like beginner's eyes, this is ridiculous looking. But in some music videos, when they want to provide a visual reverb, this is an example of a visual reverb. This is exactly what I did. So let's go ahead and copy this effect, like these two effects. Well, first of all, let's go back to the original sequence. Well, actually, I'm going to work on this poll session video later. What I want to do is finish up this reaction of 1.6. Let's do the duplication thing again. Let's change the rotation back to 0. Let's change the rotation back to 0. Yeah, editing every shake, and it's painful to edit every single shake. But it is what it is, and that's how you get the effect. You can also save it in the video editor. You can also save it as a preset, so you don't have to do it every single time, too. And that's also a nice thing about saving old projects. You can take stuff that you did for old projects and put it into a new project you're doing, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing in a little bit as soon as I get our boy or girl or thing. Domo arigato, Miss Magukenki Roboto over here. Okay, looks just about centered enough. Let's go ahead and copy these dimensions of the X and Y axis over to the second part, which I hope is the same. Yep, it's the same. So now we take these shake effects of Patrick of this part of the Krusty Krab, copy that. We'll paste it here, and we want to put in the effects. Okay, that is way too drastic, so we have to change that. Let's take a look what we did here. Alright, nothing was done to the original footage, thankfully. Now, the main issue here is that something went wrong with our shake effect. So now we have to fix it. And that would be the directional blur. So the directional blur we had before was this was at 30, which makes this looks way too drastic. It worked for the Patrick That's a Toad video because this is a static image that worked that had different dimensions and stuff for the Krusty Krab, but for Magu Kenki's case, this is way too extreme. So let's dumb down the blur length to... let's do like 5 here. Let's not change the scale on this, actually. Actually, no. Let's go back on this. The idea of changing the size as it's shaking is to give the effect that it looks like it's in, like... that's how the sound is traveling. Oh boy. Yeah, video editing 101, guys. If I wanted to be a lot more extra, I could literally just do a cut at every single syllable she's saying. But instead, I just have her say Magu Ken. What is it? I have like 2 different animations for 2 different things happening when she says Ken Ki. I could have just been a bit more extra and just go cut out... maybe you could do like 1 more zoom on when she says goo. This is 200, this is 550, right? This is 360. Let's do 400 and let's do 420 just for funsies. Just for funsies, 420. Let's bring this one down a little bit, so that way it looks a little bit more like it goes with the flow. Yeah, look, it goes with the flow a little bit better. I know what it's missing. I know what's missing. So when I originally did this, the scale effect, there's a bunch of keyframes that were missing here. So it goes from like 100 to 120, then it goes back to 100. So we need to make this specific frame go from like 100. So this goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many keyframes of rotations do we have here? Let's see. We have... let's do it by 4. And then on this one, we'll have it go back to like 100, for example. Okay, that looks like it flows a lot better, actually. So it's gonna go from... and then we'll have it go back to 125 over here. And just for comedic effect, I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back upside down to see how it looks. In which case... let's turn this one upside down. Again, just for comedic purposes. Alright, there we go. Now let's see how this looks. Actually, how about this? One. Let's turn it... Let's do 0 degrees, then 90 degrees. To make it look like it's actually rotating. And then this one will be, what is it? Turns left, then this one's upside down, and then this one is... Alright, this one will be the upside down frame. Then this one will be the frame that goes 270, actually. Then we move this down. Then we move this over here. Perfect. So that way when she say Magu Kenki, it rotates. Alright, that looks like just about what we're looking for. So if I play this back... There we go. Video Editing 101. Let's close the Patrick That's a Toad projects because we just got what we're looking for. And now we need to go back to what the heck we were doing before, which is adding the anime wow glow that you would see in every other meme video that you would make for people. The wow! At least it got the sound effect. Oh yeah, 8 more minutes till the next Dream Raiders battle, people. Yep, I am hydrating, Kiva. Shazam! Oh, I just realized the Whopper flower here. It has part of the ice symbol on its head. That's pretty cool. Yo, the samurai boss, though. Let's do keyframes for this too, actually. Oh, is my model frozen again? Again? This is weird. Does the... I'm trying to think here. Certainly low memory usage should not affect our... I'd hope that, like, insufficient memory usage doesn't affect the... this is weird. Staring intently at chat. Oh, we're back to normal. My model's back to normal. I don't know how the visuals are. I think we're actually going to add keyframes here, because I am an extra person, so... Let's increase the size to 300 over here. And then change the position of this dude over here, then over here. And then we're going to copy these keyframes, paste them over here to make it go back to normal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 frames. Okay, I like that. Change this to linear dodge. Alright, now we need to go ahead and copy the effects from here to the original. No, it's the motion. There we go. I like that. I like those effects. As I said, you guys, I'm a very extra person. Ooh, there's Magu Kenki name card. Wait, I'm actually gonna do another comedic thing. So I think. So at this part, when they got the Magu Kenki animated to slide on in, I'm just going to do the anime wow sound effect, but cut it off. Because again, I am very extra, but also comedic timing. As you guys can also see the kind of visual humor I aspire to create. Oh, the animation. That was pretty good timing. Oh, the animation. Oh, the... So we're going to take this over here, and then we're going to do this thing. Do what we did before with the, what is it? Oops. Copy, paste. Copy pasting in Adobe is just like the same as using a Microsoft program. Control-C, Control-V, and it just does the trick. It just does the trick. Oh. Comparison, we're just getting the effects in here. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. We need to copy and paste from the anime wow effect. There we go. Oh, the animation.
So,
Okay, hold on a second. Move that. You need to change the size of this to, let's say 200. Move the guy over here. And then 800 on the x-axis. Then we're gonna do 670 on the y-axis. Or I could do 669 for funsies. But we're trying to get this video out of the way. Plus, it's kind of a learning experience for anybody who wants to get into video editing. I could just teach people what I know. Alright, so we'll copy this, the size, over to the original layer. Ocean. Alright. So now that should be the same. Change the opacity filter over to linear dodge, which is what we're looking for. Oh, the animation. Alright, that looks good. Alright, project is saved. Oh, the animation. Oh, the animation. Oh, the animation. Oh, the animation. See, this kind of thing is like what I can't be able to do when making Twitch highlight videos. I can't be able to edit whatever moment I want freely on Twitch directly. Using a video editing program gives me creative freedom to do this kind of mess. I think everything else doesn't necessarily, like, need some kind of, doesn't need some kind of, oh, I need to actually put in Virgil from Devil May Cry. Virgil from... Alright, this is where I said Virgil. I'll get the Stream Raiders battle started as soon as I put this picture down. Okay, that's almost a crotch shot. Good PNG file though. It's a pretty lovely size. So let's change him down to like 40%? Or what does it look like let's do 30% or 35% actually. 35% looks just about right. No, let's do 40% actually. 50%? Virgil. Virgil from Devil May Cry. Because its Phantoms is inspired by, Nero and Virgil. Because it's Let's put Virgil over here and decrease his size to about 70%. Because I also want to put in a picture of Nero, because I was also talking about Nero when comparing Virgil from Devil May Cry. So here's another, before I switch over to Stream Raiders, here's another great idea for organizing. So every single one of these timelines is called a sequence, and I made my end credits thing. So this is actually another sequence which has a separate timeline. So if we double click this, we go to another timeline which I have made for myself. So this is another good video editing idea, so you don't have to like smush everything into one timeline. If you can make a part of your video as a separate sequence, a separate timeline, do it. And definitely do it. Also, a pretty good way to get your assets organized. So if you have a project bin in your video editing program, put every different material that you need in their own separate folders, like images, one folder, sound files, another folder, video files, another folder, sequences / timelines, another folder. Anyways, ooh, I got a skin chest. Aw, man. And of course I didn't get any skins. Lovely. That is just fine. Alright. So hopefully we'll be able to get the edits done pretty soon, and I'll be able to... I guess I could hop onto Genshin for a little bit to do some housekeeping, because I want to decorate today. Decorating in houses is kind of therapeutic for me. And also don't forget to keep on saving, folks. Just keep saving, just keep saving, just keep saving, saving, saving. I think that'll be tomorrow, Kiva. Once I get the energy and mojo and stuff. I think we should be okay. Really? Rogues can't stop people? This is how the maps work? So this literally is a defense map? What? That's not fair. That is totally not fair. We can't move in this map? That's incredibly not fair. That is unbelievable, really. No way. That's bull. That's incredibly bull. Come on. This is one of the most useless maps for a buster. Oh man. There goes Littlefoot. Come on. There was literally no instructions. The game literally did not say, like, oh my god. Unless we're supposed to know that's a purple map, but even then, that's just... Oh my goodness sakes. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to protect with the range then. That is ridiculous, come on. Well, first time for everything, I suppose. Guess we're gonna have to pile on the ranged units. Wow, that was really uncalled for. I did not like that one bit. Hi, as Uncle Roger would say. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh, right. What else are we missing? We already got the final WoW. Oh, the animation.
So, aside from all these optimizations, when they complete...
Oh, the animation. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and copy a size dimension from... I'm gonna copy this size dimension from the end of the video to where did I say this animation? This one? No, it was over here. And paste it over here. There you go. Oh, the animation.
So, aside from...
I like that. Actually, I didn't really need to put a transition between this part and this part either. Like, growing this video actually is the transition itself.
Rewards when they complete
Oh, the animation. Name card.
players will gain.
Alright, so this part needs a transition. So let's go to our effects and see what kind of transitions do we have over here. How does the cross dissolve look?
Players will gain. Players will gain first.
Let's correct the audio a little bit.
Players will gain. 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 Players will gain first time. Players will gain. Players will gain. Players.
Actually, hold on. Let's make this correct, actually. So that this lines up correctly.
Players will gain. Players will gain first time completion rewards when they complete.
Oh, the animation.
So aside from all.
Ping pong.
Okay, so that
Genshin
makes
ping
sense.
pong.
A new kind-
Don't forget to save. Hit the save button whenever you can.
Looks like we'll need
It has
to get
part of
these
the ice symbol on its head. That's pretty cool.
stage.
Yo, the samurai boss, though.
Bishop.
Yes, Magu Kenki.
Let me make sure I'm saying this right.
Ooh, there's Magu Kenki
That's right.
name card.
Players will. That's right.
I'll do a zoom over here too. Again, if I need to do some like specific edits, that's because I'm being my extra AF self because extraness. Oh, here's another cool thing I just recently looked at in my. So if your video editor has an export frame, a snapshot tool, you could get a picture of a specific frame for a specific part of the video. Pretty neat idea. You can always include one single frame if you want to drag it out for a long while. Let's go ahead and save that. Save this frame. So it's going to start at exactly around here. And then... oh. We're going to put it over here. Because we wanted to exactly start at a point where it does start and then drag it out. Like this. Name card. And then I want to zoom in on the part where I accentuate when I say name card. Because details, dudes, they are important. Whoop, that was not the right tool. That was not the right slider. I think we are gonna go to size 500 and... actually, let's go to size 500. So that way the details are shown. The deets are shown. X-axis 2200. Name card.
Players will gain.
Name card.
Players will gain. That's right.
Name card.
Players will.
There's Magu Kenki.
That's right.
Name card.
Players will gain.
There we go. That's pretty good. Ooh, there's a Mago Kenki
That's right.
name card.
See, players will gain first time completion.
To make this easier on myself, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate one of the text layers. What was it? Is it this one? Oh yeah, this one. I'm gonna duplicate one of the text layers, and then... This one was title 4, right? Yeah, this one's title 4. So I'm gonna duplicate title 4. We'll call this title 8. And then we'll duplicate title 8. We'll call this title 9 for the extra credits I'm missing here. Oh, nope. That's not what we're looking for. Special thanks to the Genshin Impact fandom for the there we go. Whoops, I deleted that whole thing. But just so I can actually show you guys what I'm doing in via desktop capture. So this is what we call a legacy title. That's another thing that we use to make fonts, to make text happen besides Essential Graphics and Adobe Premiere specifically. I think every video editing program has multiple ways of going about making specific text layers. This is the 2 ways that we do it in Adobe Premiere Pro. Now they finished demonstrating that. Alright, now we need to go ahead and put in title layer 9. I don't know why these title layers are very long. They're longer than this entire ending sequence itself. Now I need to go ahead and say special thanks to the green screen channel for the like and subscribe graphic. Because credit is due where credit is due. Thanks to the... Actually, which YouTube channel is that? I need to give credits to that channel. Graphics expert. Special thanks to graphics expert for the animated graphic. That's another thing that I should say about video editing. If you need to give credits where credit is due, definitely give credit where credit's due. You can't be able to make everything and have everything be composed by yourself as a video editor. There are times where you just need to really use somebody else's work if they permit you to do so. What was this title? Okay, so we're gonna take the dimensions of the first bit of text in the beginning and then apply it to here. So special thanks to the Genshin Impact fandom for the Kazuha Ayaka pictures. I think I'll just move this over to around, no, 60. That's a bit too much. Let's do 65%. Let's see how it looks. Special thanks to the Genshin Impact fandom for the Ayaka Kazuha pictures. Now we need to do the same thing to special thanks to Graphics Esper for the like, subscribe, animated graphic. Okay. So if you look at this, if we look at the credits sequence now, let me just go ahead and pause the background music. So this is the end credit sequence. This is a new one. My previous one was made from old clips that I did of my Genshin polls. Those are at 720p in comparison to 1080p. It looks just about right. Let's actually... This is a very weird... Wait, no, not this one. It's this one, I believe. Yeah, that should be good enough. What about this text at the bottom over here? That's a weird place to put it. I think it should be 1020 on the bottom. And then... The same thing could be said for this one. This was at... Yeah, let's put this at 1020. I don't know why it's a very specific number. Let's do 1015 because of the letter P for some reason. And then for this one... Are these two different sizes? That's why? Regardless, it looks good. It looks good regardless, so we don't have to worry about the end card anymore. Now, let me turn the music back on. Okay, so what are we missing right now? Besides the completion of this video itself, I think we're just missing some transitions and spots. Oh, I need a picture of Nero. That's always the frustration I have, is when I still need an image I still need to reference, I have to go back to Google and download the PNG file in order to... Oh yeah, I have to animate this picture. I have to animate this one single picture, dagnabbit. Yeah, video editing is a very amazing process. And I also have to video edit like a new waiting screen because my intermission, I think a lot of streamers, what they do for intermission is that they do a compilation of all their favorite moments of really amazing moments on Twitch that they've had. And just make it as their intermission screen, which is a really great idea, and I'm considering it, honestly. Oh my god. Alright, now I need to find freaking Nero. can't find a proper PNG file of this. Alright, that's also like one other struggle on Google is because Google has this, or like people in general, when they upload PNG files without the background, they give you what looks like a PNG background, but it's not an actual background, it's a PNG color, which is, there's a difference. Which is something that's like one of the most irritating things for you to run into when you're doing image research in general. Let's see if this picture I find is what I'm looking for, hopefully. Okay, thank goodness it's actually what I'm looking for. That's perfect. Don't you just love that when you're like looking up a picture that you want the PNG file for and it's just a fake PNG? That's amazing, isn't it? Wait, where did I put the picture? Oh, frick. There we go. This is a PNG file. Imagine if I actually downloaded the wrong picture and this was still attached to a white background. That would be super annoying. Because its Phantoms is inspired by Nero and Virgil. This is where I start saying Nero. Nero and Virgil. That's a very big picture, too. Let's reduce this down to about maybe 70%. Yeah, 70% looks great. I'm excited for this and the new... Actually, here's a very cool thing that you can do as a transition. Instead of transitioning one video to another, if you have like images that are in front of a video, you can actually use this whatever cross zoom. Here's what you can do. This is a very cool idea that I got recently. Alright, so instead of using the transition, we're actually going to do the keyframe thing again. We're going to go ahead and increase the size of this picture by a lot. Like, as large as it can go. And then have the new position be 960 by 540. So that way, we give the illusion that it's going to the front. I'm excited for... Yep, that's a very, very cool trick, actually. I'm excited for this. Now, what we should also do is, instead of having being completely blown up in your face, we should also make sure that it's faded away, too. So, let's put a cross dissolve on that. Let's put a quick, like, 10-second... I'm excited. Put a quick 10-second cross dissolve. So let's take these, and then these keyframes, let's move this down over here. And now, let's take this specific keyframe where the image is just blown up in your face. I'm excited. There we go. It's a pretty cool idea. Instead of adding a transition on your video files, you could make the pictures be the transition instead. Now the main difference here is that I need to correct the position of where the... So this was at 500 to 11 500 to 500 x-axis and 1140 y-axis. Whoops, my bad. So 500 x-axis to 1140 y-axis. And it's going to do the same thing, it's just going to blow up 1140. It's just going to blow up into the center of the video and just... And we're going to put the cross dissolve on it so it acts like a transition to... as well to the Nero picture. So here's how it looks like when these pictures... It was inspired by Nero and Virgil. I'm excited for this. Alright, so here's the main difference. Alright, so we ran into a little bit of an issue. So we need to make sure that Virgil is over here. First of all, let's make him visible. Make this invisible. Let's take the first frame, line it up with where Nero is in the original size, which is right over here. Then we could take the last frame and put it all the way at the end like this. Then we could put in the cross dissolve, put it at 10 seconds. And now both pictures it looks just about close enough. I'm excited for this. Yep. There we go. Easy transition with pictures. Oh, and Virgil. I'm excited for this and the new Virgil. Alright, now we need to add in the transition effects. Let's see if slide will work here. Slide to the left. Virgil. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Alright, so Virgil from Devil May Cry. Let's have him slide in faster. Let's go 15 seconds. Virgil from Devil May Cry. Because its Phantoms is inspired by Nero. Slide in this way at let's do slide in this way at 10 seconds. Nero. Wrong direction. Should be coming in from this way. Nero and Virgil. I'm excited for this and the new minigames coming up. Also, if you don't want to listen to the same audio over and over, you can just go ahead and speed up the audio as part of the process. If I want another sword user, it would be Ayaka, honestly. Ayaka's already confirmed. Please. So the last thing I think we definitely should need is... What is it? Oh, I think we need something specifically at the part where Ayaka starts talking. We should probably put in... Ayaka? Ayaka? Okay, so I would say this project is probably just about maybe 90% complete at this time. So as long as we're at 90% completion, I can complete the rest of the edits, and I'll export the video off stream because, again, when you're taking all of the aspects of your video project and putting it into one video file that's an MP4 or another video file that you will upload onto the cloud for, it's going to take a lot of processing power and resources from your computer. So do not try encoding and exporting a video while you're streaming or heavily gaming at the same time. It is not worth it if you don't have the resources on your computer to do so. Ayaka? It's Ayaka! I was like squealing here. This is amazing. So let's paste this. No. Let's paste this here. And let's paste the same effects over here, actually. So that way I can go ahead and change the y-axis to this over here. Then we'll go ahead and change this to... I mean, 200, maybe. Actually, no, let's change it to 250. $220? Okay, yeah, 220 looks pretty good. Okay, this is pretty good comedic timing.
It's Ayaka! It is an honor to be with you today.
I'm freaking out. It's Ayaka.
Master of Inazuma Kamisato
Oh my god, oh my god.
Kamisato Ayaka.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Make your acquaintance. Perhaps you have already heard prior mention of Inazuma's current state of lockdown.
Right, mailbox? Ah.
Yet despite such restrictions and tumult,
But-
we meet fate city with anticipation.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my freaking goodness. I'm excited. I'm pretty freaking excited. Oh wait. I'm gonna take this and put this at the end of the video. Another good idea when you're if you're actually making a YouTube upload is that after the end credits and whatnot, if you to leave some comedic timing at the end of the video, put a funny moment like right directly at the end. And that will be the real end of your video. Like that. Just like that. I sometimes do this edit as part of like some YouTube videos I've done. Oh, I might actually replace that part, but that's going to be the end of that part of the video for now. I think everything else that we need to do for the most part is just me adding in transitions to make sure that each part of the video flows smoothly. Because I don't think there's anything else I need to be able to do. I think I've been able to teach you guys and show you guys what the heck I do in being so extra as a video editor enough for tonight that I don't want to burn anybody's brains even further, because there's taking online courses, there's me actually sounding so much like a teacher. I really don't want to like bore you guys, drown you guys out. But the thing is with teaching is that everybody has their own way of teaching something, and I try my best to be able to show anybody what I know to the best of my extent, even if I am not entirely the best at explaining everything that I know what to do. But for anybody who's interested in video editing, or anybody who knows what the heck goes on when I am making a video, I hope this session has been pretty insightful for the most part with everything that I do here in Adobe Premiere Pro, my primary video editing workspace. And I can use Adobe Premiere Pro like wherever, whenever. It's just that I would need my own mobile workstation in order to do so. I think I might be able to use Premiere Pro on a tablet, possibly, but you can't be able to heavily game on a tablet is the thing. Well, actually, Genshin Impact can be played on a tablet, but anything else, tablets can't be able to run multi-processes like a heavy-duty computer would. Yeah, I think everything else I just need to do is just adding in transitions, and that's just about it. So I could say this project is about maybe probably around 92 to 95% complete. And after that, I should be able to have this up probably tomorrow. And the 5-minute video where the 5 to 6 minute video where I do my, which was it actually? Oh, my 5 to 6 minute video where I do my pity building polls to get C6 Xingqiu should be up eventually as well after this 1.6 reaction video. I think I'm going to try to get some snippets of this to post on TikTok for TikTok advertisement, because TikTok advertisement seems to be a great way of traction for a lot of different people. And I'm hoping that getting some Twitch moments onto TikTok will get us some new traction, some new Kinokos in the crowd for the Kinoko community here on Channel Nintendo. So I'm going to go ahead and close out Premiere Pro for now, and we'll do a bit of Duolingo. Then I'll hop into Genshin to do some housekeeping for some house